All right, so I want to ask you a question about what you're seeing because I need to be real with you. I'm noticing something that I'm almost shocked about. In fact, I am shocked about it. I'm seeing the normalization of pedophilia. And I made a video before, and you guys saw that video. I mean, I can't believe many people actually watched it. Um, it's amazing to think about what's actually happening right now, and how it's actually playing out in our world. Why would people be trying to all of a sudden, and please tell me like what you think about this, but have you noticed that Hollywood stars, some of the people that are musicians, there's people who are on TED Talks, people on Twitter, they are tweeting and talking about babies and children in a way that's, I'm almost speechless, but it's disgusting. And they're doing it like it's no big deal. But have you noticed that it's all of a sudden just happening right now? There's a lot more people who are doing it, and they're just doing it like nonchalant, like, oh yeah, this is just normal. Something's happening right now, and we're witnessing that. You and I are witnessing that, and I need you to understand something, okay? If there's an outing about people who are involved in this with kids and doing things that are disgusting, not only in selling of baby parts of kids, actually having kids for the sex trade, and then to sacrifice. I mean, they're already doing, the abortion industry already sacrifices children, but then that Project Veritas video that showed that Planned Parenthood actually was selling body parts of babies. There's some other crap going on right now, and you need to be aware of that. You need to watch your kids, okay? And don't be like super afraid, but just understand there's something else happening right now in our world that I believe is being unearthed right now, and is being unearthed in a capacity, in a way that I don't think anybody is ready for. And this is a part of why I think the porn industry has been, I mean, it's really showing out like what people may or may not understand what they're looking at. And believe me, like, okay, so me, if you guys know me, you guys know that I totally come from the world of porn, and I had a massive addiction, man. That's a demon that you just, man, you just don't want to face. If you can stay away from that, please do, because 1 in 5 males and 1 in 2 males and I think it's 1 in 5 every women or something like that are addicted to porn. It is not, you don't want to be there. So get your guards up, put some stuff on your phones and your computers to help you stay accountable to somebody who cares about you. For real, it's not an easy deal to deal with. And so understand this, kid. Like, there's more going on with this that I'm freaking out about, but I'm realizing that I just need to know, and I need to know, and we're all going to find out. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is the religion across the water that I spoke about in the last video. Now, there are some people out there who were automatically assuming that I was talking about Islam, which I believe is actually hilarious, because that's a bias that you have. It's a bias that, you say that other people might have. It's not even what I was talking about. See, I was talking about across the water. I was talking about Cuba. I was actually talking about Russia, and I was actually talking about Cambodia, but most importantly, I was talking about China. See, in our world right now, there is a religion across the world that is actually the most destructive and leads to the most destruction. That has been and will always be communism. Communism has destroyed, as a religion, because it's a religion, it's a state religion. Communism has destroyed millions of lives. In fact, there are more people killed in communist Russia than there actually were killed any other place in the world. And we don't know what I know is going on in China right now. I just saw a video of the Uyghurs, the Muslims, being taken away in train cars. I mean, there's some stuff happening in communist China that is right now ridiculous. And these NBA stars talking about how we just misunderstand China. You understand, though, okay? China owns the NBA. China owns Nike. They own these big old companies, and it's crazy to think about. And these big stars that are using Marxists to say and do things against people, it's not this. We're living in a very unprecedented time. But the religion of communism, it leads people to understand that they are subservient to the government. They're not subservient to God, which is why the government in these communist places, they have to rid themselves of all religions. I've got friends and family who have been out to China, who have worked there as missionaries. You're talking about some other stuff right there, man. It's not friendly. You got to be careful. So I'm saying this to you right now. If you are assuming the wrong things, then you obviously don't know me. but more so too, there's a bias that you have against Christians and about those in the West who have very big ideals about freedom and the freedom to practice their religion in any way that they like to. Now, there are some religions out there that I think are freaking nuts, okay? And I'm going to talk specifically about this Satanist crap that's happening right now, which I think is actually tied to this stuff happening with babies. There's a lot of things happening right now in our world that are tied to evil, and you need to know about it, okay? So when I'm talking about communism and it being a religion, understand that it is. And I don't want nothing to do with that religion at all. All right, so hope that this finds you well. Hope that you have a great weekend. Know that there's a lot going on in our world, and you are a part of something special. But also, too, as you see things happening on the internet, you see things happen on any of the social media networks and stuff, understand that there's something else happening right now that is really, really showing itself to be true. And we need to be discerning as people about what's happening to the children that we love and care for. Remember, the voices on TV that are screaming and yelling, they're far outnumbered by the folks on the couch. And the folks on the couch are actually discerning something's wrong. And you and I are seeing something wrong. We're seeing something develop around us that is not good about kids. Okay? Take care. Have a good weekend.